On today's episode of The Front Row, we are at the Texas Tech University School of Music in the office of Dr. Eric Allen, who is Associate Professor and Associate Director of Bands here at Texas Tech University, and is also the Director of Traditional Music Ministries at Lubbock's First United Methodist Church. Eric, welcome back to The Front Row. It's great for you to be here today.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be here.
So the Vesper Concert Series is a part of First United Methodist Church, an outreach of the church. Tell us a little bit about the series itself.
Absolutely. The Vesper Concert Series is a storied tradition here in Lubbock. It began when Gordon McMillan was the choir director and music director at First. It was in 1977 was the first official year of the Vesper Concert Series. So we're excitedly approaching our 50th anniversary in 2 years. But this being the 48th season, the Vesper Concert Series was established and continues to provide world-class talent, world-class music for the Lubbock community, free of charge, mind you, and it's completely sponsored by our Friends of Music organization at First United Methodist Church. And so we have some wonderful folks who contribute to that to help underwrite the series and make it possible for our community to enjoy it for free.
All right. Well, one of the concerts that is traditional is in the fall. Commemorates the All Saints celebration. Tell us a little bit about All Saints and why you do a concert.
Well, All Saints in this tradition is a time where we remember those who were lost. And the tradition at First United Methodist Church has always been to celebrate All Saints with a celebration and also a remembrance for that day. We have banners that hang in the sanctuary that honor those who are lost, who are members of the church. But it's a special time also for the choir as we prepare for our annual All Saints concert, which is traditionally part of the Vesper Concert Series, because it's a time for them to remember those who are lost in their lives. We've recently lost even some very special members of our choir that we'll celebrate, of course, as part of the All Saints celebration as well, and remembrance, if you will. So All Saints has been very special, and it's something that we, the choir, with a chamber orchestra, will typically prepare a Requiem or something of that nature to honor those. And this year's no exception.
Right. So it's appropriate, of course, that you pick a piece for All Saints that is appropriate for that day.
Right.
And Requiems certainly fall into that. A Requiem being the Mass for the Dead, a service
Absolutely.
for the dead. And this is a long storied tradition in the Catholic Church. And you've picked one of the great requiems to perform. Tell us what you've decided.
So this year we'll be sharing Maurice Durufle's Requiem, and it's just such a powerful work, a 20th century Requiem actually, that's modeled somewhat after Fauré, but was first composed in the late 1940s, and then a final edition in 1961, which is the version that we'll be presenting. Features 9 movements, if you will, all parts of the Mass that really just illustrate different ideas and prayers for the saints.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a really special piece. The text is all in Latin, of course, but if you attend the concert, you'll have a translation, so you'll know exactly what we're singing and hopefully why we're singing it. So it's a very special piece. The orchestra that we'll be bringing in for this, most of them are players from the Lubbock Symphony Orchestra, and there are 3 different versions that we'll be doing the version for organ and chamber orchestra with choir. There's a version for just organ, also a version for full orchestra. So we'll be doing the chamber orchestra with organ. As many people in this community know, our organ program at First United Methodist Church is also storied, and so we have a beautiful organ that we'll showcase as part of the event as well.
Right. Great. Well, I'm glad you mentioned the various versions. As it happens, the version you're doing is my favorite. I think it's the best of all of those worlds, and
Yes.
it's really great. One of the things about Durufle that I particularly like is that he takes the ancient chants, which are unaccompanied, they're just chant, And he puts underneath that this most mesmerizing harmony and makes it into something entirely new and very special. I think it's a quality that really makes the Durufle Requiem very special.
I would agree. I think the use of non-chord tones even is something that makes the piece uniquely 20th century. Even the final resolution is, these non-chord tones that exist. It almost gives this sense of this ethereal sense of ascension, yet question that exists in that moment.
Right, the work doesn't actually complete.
Right.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that about this. You'll have a couple of soloists.
We do. Yeah. Our baritone soloist is Dr. Greg Brooks. He's one of our voice professors here at Texas Tech. And we also have a student soloist, Alyssa Wilson, who's a member of the Chancel Choir, also an undergraduate student actually with a fabulous voice. We'll be doing the Pie Jesu. So,
great.
Yes.
So tell us time and date.
So this concert will be on All Saints Sunday, which is November 2nd this year. And the concert will be at 5 p.m. at the First United Methodist Church here in Lubbock. And the doors will open 4 o'clock, 4:30. If you're here by 4:30, you'll be in good shape. And the concert's always a nice time. We anticipate the concert being approximately an hour in duration, with the Durufle and one other work just for organ, actually a Durufle composition that Bradley Vogel will be sharing as kind of a prelude to the Requiem, if you will. So it should be a really, really nice evening, a very reflective evening. And we'll follow it up with a reception, as we always do, in our parlor at First United Methodist Church, and our wonderful Vesper concert committee that puts together our receptions is hard at work preparing cookies and all kinds of goodies for folks to come and visit and share after the concert.
Right. Sounds wonderful. Dr. Eric Allen is Director of Traditional Music Ministries at Lubbock's First United Methodist Church, telling us today about the next in the Vesper concert series. It's the Requiem by Maurice Durufle. Eric, thank you so much for being our guest on the show today.
Thank you, Clint. We're looking forward to it.